I just threw everything in the big box, big Home Depot box. That came with the big box, humongous box. Let's go check on it real quick while you. All right, thank you. She's gonna be a completely different animal. Okay, we got a 5.0 over here. I don't know what's going on with that. Some big tires back there. Yeah. Let's go ahead and holler at the man. Let's go check out this twin turbo.
Tell you what, if you see this car, when it starts up, you ain't gonna know anything's done to it. It's quiet.
It's sleeper.
It is. I mean, well, not under the hood, but when you start it up, it's quiet. We're going to the dyno on Wednesday with it.
Oh, yeah, this got the, spoilers. Yeah. You just do a little axle back on there.
Yeah. It's stock.
Oh.
It's stock. Bolt on.
So this is one of the line engages right here. I cannot believe, guys, I'm getting ready to join the E85 club. Like, this is crazy. But here are the Audi 1300s. Check them out, man. 800. I want to be below 800. You know what I'm saying? So we went with the 65 millimeter. I know the VMP probably flows a tad bit better, but yeah, I couldn't pass up on this deal. Finally that time to get the GT500 built, back rolling. I just got the rest of the parts in. The last thing I was waiting on was my booster pump. That just made it here yesterday. Shout out to my buddy off of Facebook. He hooked me up. Hey, it's just been crazy the last 3 weeks. Me going back and forth, trying to figure out what setup I want to go with. In the last video, you all seen I had that rear differential leak. Well, I got good news. It ended up being something simple, minor. It just was a cracked seal, so that's not gonna cost me too much. So since I'm not gonna have to replace the entire differential, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and go full throttle with the build. So for whatever reason, Lon stopped supporting SCT. That's the tuning device that I've been using like the last 3-4 years. So apparently the only tuning devices Lon supports is their Engage. They still support that. And I think it's an RTD tuning device. It's like a new device that's been released, HPT tuning. But I wasn't really feeling that. I've been really wanting to learn Engage for the longest anyway, so this is a perfect opportunity to go ahead and upgrade. I think VMP still supports them, and BJ still supports them, the Venomous tuning. So if you all are looking for an SCT tuning device, it will be available here shortly. But yeah, man, so I'm gonna go ahead and say I don't even feel like waiting no more. I got some Audi 1300s. You all know how I was going back and forth. I was saying I was just gonna stick with the stock injectors and just max those out. Well, I decided I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade the injectors to some Audi 1300s. I found a great deal on Facebook. I basically got them for the price of Audi 1050s. So I just had to jump on there. Today is a good day. Finally getting the build back underway. They've been waiting on me. The car's been down there for about a month now, and they just been waiting on me to bring the parts down. So this is the final piece to the puzzle. Down here, I'm about 25 minutes out, and we'll be there. All right, so let the vlogging begin. There she is over there. Zoom in one time. I ain't seen her in like a month. Looking good over there. There's another car over there next to her. I'm gonna go check it out. So this is one of the line engages right here. What else we got? I think this is another one. Yeah, this is the other one. I think this is the one I want to go with. This one's in a little bit better condition. So I'm gonna try this one first, and I'm gonna have them try that one as well, just to make sure it works. Yeah, this is that Canon Hill filter right here. Yeah, I heard it's a good idea to upgrade that whenever you're switching over to E85. flows better. I cannot believe, guys, I'm getting ready to join the E85 club. Like, this is crazy. But here are the Audi 1300s. Check them out, man. They've been flow tested and serviced, so they are good to go. I made sure of that before purchasing a used set anyways. Let's see if I can zoom in on that 13. I don't know, focus. Yeah, y'all see it. Yes, sir. So, yeah, we got those. And let me show you guys my favorite part. Trying something different. I want to go with more of a restrictive throttle body, just so we won't just be making too much crazy horsepower, because I'm really not trying to hit 800. I want to be below 800. You know what I'm saying? So we went with the 65 millimeter. I know the VMP probably flows a tad bit better, but I think my favorite part other than the throttle body is this back here. Woo! Big Home Depot box. What y'all think, man? Should I get them installed? We get the Ford Racing axle backs. Check them out. Let's check them out together, guys. I opened it, but I haven't checked them out yet. Let's see. Okay, package nicest. I'm talking about, brother. They do have minor blemishes, but not nothing to really be concerned about. Oh, brother, yeah, y'all see them tips. Black chrome. Hold on, can I put this camera down? There we go. Oh yeah, you look great. Yeah. Oh yeah. Lightweight too compared to the OEMs. Yeah, a little light blemishes. You ain't gonna be able to see that once it's bolted up. But should I install these, man? Because, whoo, I know it's going to be loud and my neighbors are going to hate me. I think I'd rather wait till I move first to get these bolted up. I don't know yet, man. I don't know. Y'all let me know down in the comment section. The booster pump should be down in here somewhere. Oh, there you go, right here. Yeah, plug and play. Yes, sir. Yeah, there should be another one. Yep, there it is. There it is. Yep. He had everything I needed. Yep. Yeah, I just threw everything in the big box, big Home Depot box. That came with the big box, a humongous box. Yeah, let me go in here and holler at these guys. Let's go check on her real quick while we right back here. Yeah. I ain't seen her in a month. Gotta make sure she's good. Oh yeah. She good. She's gonna be a completely different animal. Okay, we got a 5.0 over here. I wonder what's going on with that. Them big tires back there. Yeah. Let's go ahead and holler at the man.
Yeah, I understand.
Mr. Emerson's GT500 right there.
0.5 volts is too much.
Yeah, twins. He got the chrome wheels.
But by having a charger on your car, even if it drops out.
Busy, huh?
I got so many cars, it ain't even funny. I had 65 cars here the other day. And I've pushed out quite a few, and as many as I can push out, people are coming in.
I seen you guys, I guess, are looking to hire.
Trying.
Yeah. So what type of experience do you need? What are applications?
Just text, man, to get them pulled out. I need people to have their own tools and a little bit of experience. The last 3 guys I've hired, I've had to teach, which is fine.
Yeah,
But I don't have that kind of time now.
I got you.
But no, everything else is I mean, it's smooth. I mean, the guys are knocking stuff out. Golly, it's just a lot at once.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to get my boss finished. And got it all done. Then the device isn't wanting to load right. Man.
Speaking of that, where is it?
It's at Dad's house.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, I did all the work out there.
You don't mind me recording, do you? A little content for the channel.
If you need some content, we got a twin turbo car over there.
That black one back there?
Yeah, you
okay.
seen it already?
Yeah, I seen it, but I'd like to check it out. I was hoping your boss is up here so I could show him that too. But I'll catch you probably next time.
Been up here by now.
I got this twin turbo.
Tell you what, if you see this car, when it starts up, you ain't gonna know anything's done to it. It's quiet.
The sleeper.
It is. I mean, well, not under the hood, but when you start it up, it's quiet. We're going to the dyno on Wednesday with it. Dirty right now, but how many miles thinks on this car? Give or take.
60,000.
182,000. Dude has got a clean car for 182,000.
Yes.
That well.
Yeah, I seen those big rubber back there in the rear end. I figured something.
Away a little something.
Yeah. Oh yeah, this got the oilers. Yeah. You just do a little axle back on there.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's stock. Bolt on.
This auto.
It is. We're going for 4-digit power. We'll see what she puts out.
That's nice. That's a nice setup right here.
The hellion kit.
Yeah.
So he should be able to hit his goal on E85.
E85. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now it's got a full return system that put on.
He wasn't playing around.
No.
Yeah.
This is quiet.
You'll think it's just any old other 5.0
Kinda.
until he.
When he put the meats in the back, you don't. I mean, it's subtle.
I bet it's a task trying to get it to hook.
Well, we haven't been able to do a whole lot of logging with it because of that. Tuner wants to on the dyno. So, we're going. 9 a.m. on Wednesday. We're going to see what she'll do. This here ought to make some good jams.
Yeah. We're still requesting you guys go full performance shop with a dyno.
I need a dyno before we go
you
that crazy, but man, with things going the way they are nowadays, I gotta kind of sit back and see how it plays out.
Right.
We need that freaking RPM act to go through. So get on there and tell your peoples we need it. Freaking labor of love.
It kind of got me a little skeptical about just really doing anything else to it, but I figure I'm so far in now, it's pretty much too late.
Well,
You know?
it's going to be a while for it if it gets to a personal level like that. I don't think that's something we're worried about yet, but we don't need to wait. That's for sure. We need to go ahead and take a stand.
That was going to be one of the questions I asked you, if you still plan on doing things to your boss, 302.
Yeah, for now, until otherwise things change that are aggressively coming at us.
Okay.
You know, but right now we're gonna fight it legally with telling our senators and representatives and see if they can get this RPM Act passed. That way we can enjoy our cars the way we want to.
Right on. And give us a rundown on that boss. You said you picked it up with how many miles on there?
All right, so I picked it up last November, 2786 on the clock.
Nice.
And untouched, had all the goodies with it.
Wow.
The owner's package, people were super cool. They had like 2 little model replicas of it. And then, so I just did intake only cams, on 2 headers, Cooks axle backs. Oh, what else? Cedar intake.
You didn't waste no time. I didn't realize you did all this already.
Yeah, I did, and of course I got it lowered and did some BMR or suspension components. Well, I'm trying to have some fun with it.
Yeah.
And then I left the Boss intake on because if I ever go boost, I didn't want to go CJ and then back up and have to resell all that. So there's a chance I'll go boost later on, but we'll see.
Ooh, how much can them things handle?
What I've seen them handle, what they'll hold for a long time, maybe 2 different things. But I know anybody who knows Dakota from Lund Racing, this has made over 1,000 to the tire on this turbo set.
Man.
I think he's now put head studs and stuff in it just as a safety, but it's still basically a stock motor car.
Okay.
They can handle a lot.
Okay. How much did they come from the factory? It was like
440.
440, yeah. They was a little bit higher than the GT, the 5.0s.
Yeah, they had CNC ported heads.
Okay.
They had sodium field valve to kind of lighten the valve train up a little bit.
Okay.
That's kind of what the Gen 2 block from 15 and up was based off of.
Okay.
They didn't have CNC ported heads, but they did, I think, design the heads a little better. And of course, it got a little better internals. So that's why they can hold so much more.
I got you. Ooh, that's cool. Real cool. I didn't know that. I got to ask you one more question and I get off your boss.
What we got?
As much as I love the boss, what made you go with the boss? You know, you got the new Gen 3s, you got
Well,
You know?
first of all, I like the S197 look.
Oh, me too.
I grew up seeing the 60s and early 70s cars. I mean, I ain't that old, but my dad was into it, and I just kind of favored that body style.
Okay.
So he's got a 14 GT500, as you
Right,
know.
right.
That's twin sister to yours.
Yeah.
And I just like the look of it a little better. The thing I went with the 12 Boss was the comp orange just was a little different look. I think it was actually the most produced color for 12, but you just don't see an orange Mustang around very
Fair
often.
enough. You don't. I got
And it's
you.
a fun car.
Yeah, Kobe. Okay, Kobe. There they go.
All right. What we got here?
All right, so we got Audi 1300s.
We got booster pump.
Got booster pumps.
Yeah.
We got a throttle body, 65 millimeter.
That's a good one. BMP.
The MP.
All right.
No. It's Ford Racing.
Oh, well, that's just as good. You got better electronics with either one of those companies. They seem to do the best.
And we got a Canon fuel filter.
Fuel filter?
I was told that when upgrading the E85, that it flows better than the stock.
I can't remember. Crap, you're going to put me in a stump.
Uh-oh.
Do you have a return style system on your car? So then there's no external fuel filter for these cars.
I was hoping your pops was here. I was going to ask if you done anything else to the GT500.
Nah, you don't leave that car alone. We got something special for it. We do though. We got something else brewing. It's gonna be good. It ain't gonna be necessarily something out of the norm. It's just gonna be something that's we're gonna try to hurt feelings.
So, okay.
We're gonna try to hurt some feelings. All right. Where he's got it located, it looks like there's a disconnect that you can put in place, and that's well and fine.
Okay.
No, these do not have external. I didn't think they did. It's just most. Wait, whoa.
Okay.
I stand corrected. Yes, they do. Just forgot about them.
Okay.
I think 15 and up went away from. See, and I didn't think my boss had one either. Man, why am I having a brain fart on this? Now I gotta go back and look at a regular GT and see. Was it just the Shelbys that had it? It may be. All right, let's go to there's a 13 GT and see what happens.
You're going to have to explain that to me, too. Like, I guess why the newer cars don't have it, but the older cars...
Well, just... You gotta understand anything about a manufacturer. It is always about money. So if they can save them money and then still charge more, they're going to. And that's not always a bad thing. The thing is too, anytime they can get you back to the dealer, the less they can make the car serviceable or easy access for service, the more they can get you back to the dealer and get you money.
Okay.
So again, I don't think they're necessarily malicious about it.
Right, I got you.
It is in game.
I
mean, that's why so many, as far as, because we're a transmission shop, that's why so many transmissions have gone to not having a dipstick tube with a dipstick in it for being able to check your own transmission fluid. They want you to go back to the dealer, get up on a lift, check it underneath. They call it a sealed unit. Well, in my opinion, nothing's ever sealed. I'll get access to it one way or the other, and we'll check it. But yes, I was right. Bosses, GTs, some of them have external fuel filters. I guess the Shelbys do.
Okay.
So, but the same thing with Shelbys, you don't have variable cam timing either. It's a whole different platform. Now, well, the newer Shelbys do.
Okay.
And that's the other thing. 14 and back with Shelbys, no VCT. That's why when you do cams on a Shelby and stuff, you can get a little more chop out of them than you can with a Coyote engine. The VCT doesn't allow for as much chop as most people like, which is why it's so convenient to get a ghost cam tune on the GTs, because you can make it sound how you want without having to spend the dough, even though people get criticized for it all the time. I like sound, I don't care. I mean, it ain't for drivability, it's just for noise. But no, it's I was right. The Bosses, GTs, they don't have it. The Shelbys do. Okay. Yeah, we'll be able to stick that fuel filter on there. It'll be a better grade. And he's right. Anytime you go E85, it's a little more corrosive fuel, especially if it sits for a while. So I always recommend to every customer, if you're going to run some E85, after you run if you're running the car a lot, not a big deal. You know, maybe 3 or 4 tanks. Throw you a tank of 93 in there, run it through, get you back going again. Because you got some. They always got some additives and different lubricating additives and stuff in the regular 93 that help with, even the fuel injectors. All this stuff just gives a little more conditioning versus the the properties of the 85 being real dry.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
okay, I got you.
But anyway, if you're going to let it sit for a while,
then
that's where we want to always try to get 93 back in it if it's going to sit.
I guess what, a month maybe, if it's going to be sitting more than a month, or
I really don't like it more than a couple of weeks.
Really? Okay.
Well, it's better safe than sorry. I mean, I had a Cobra that sat a month with it, an 0304 Cobra, and that's when the 85 was new to everybody.
Okay.
But when we saw the gains by just throwing a nice little fuel in there and throwing some timing at it, I was like, shoot, I didn't care.
Okay.
So I didn't know any better. But I didn't have no issues. I've heard a lot of people having issues. So we have seen moisture build up in the lines and the tank and stuff like that from letting it sit. However, that being said, if the car's running, it usually isn't an issue. Man, people running 85 and never throw 93 in it, and they don't seem to have issues.
Okay.
So you're going to hear the good and the bad from
Right.
everything.
Yep.
So let's just wrap it all together and say, hey, obviously we do know the 85 is a little corrosive, but let's just do 3 or 4 tanks, throw some 93 in it. If it's going to sit for 2 weeks, just run the 85 out real quick, throw some 93 in it, call it a day.
Okay.
You won't have no major issues with it. You really won't. It's just if, say you get in a bind and you ain't able to get to the car, the tank and system stuff is still sealed.
Okay.
So if you're in a controlled atmosphere environment, like in a garage or something where the temperatures don't fluctuate too much, obviously that's going to be a better situation.
Right.
If it's outside and we're in the summertime and we get fronts come in and we go from high to low temperatures where that changes the atmosphere, we get condensation, yeah, it's going to have a greater chance of building up a little moisture.
Okay, I got you.
So, but if you can keep the car in a garage or something where the temperature doesn't fluctuate as much, and it ends up staying in there for a month at a time,
okay.
it's going to have a better chance of not having as much problems as it would if it was to the element, so to speak.
I got you.
And I'm no genius on that.
I got
It's
you. I got you.
based on what my limited knowledge that I can see where that makes sense or doesn't make sense. But no, overall, if you're running the car and just enjoying it, if you're driving it just on the weekends and it sits for that week, not a big deal.
Okay. See,
And then that's the other thing. If you find a gas station you really like and you test the 85 consistently and you're pretty sure that it's been tested, that's fine. After a while, especially during the summertime, if you've done 2 or 3 fill ups and it's pretty consistent at anything, depending on how aggressive your tune is, anything above 70 is good.
Okay.
Now, like when Lund was doing this twin turbo car, he didn't want anything 70. He doesn't want anything less than 80.
Okay.
But it's because he knows we're going to push the car.
Okay.
So, but for something as long as it's kind of a daily car, if the tuner's aware that you may have some softer blends in it, that they'll just be a little softer on timing. And it's all about, from what I understand, obviously the less E85, the richer the car's going to run.
Okay.
The more E85, it's 30% more of it to equal the same volume as regular stoic fuel. And so it's odd. People think, oh, well, less E85 will be lean. Well, no, It's actually opposite. The less E85, you're actually going to get richer, but also there is that, I don't know what the threshold is, I'm not a tuner, there is that point where if the mixture gets too low, or then yes, you don't have quite the, I guess maybe octane and the cooling properties of it, potentially. So, but from what I understand, anything really 70 and above is okay. And if you're really trying to race the car and be a little more aggressive with it, stay above 80. But otherwise, if you've got a consistent gas station that's been pumping out, anywhere from 75 and up, you're probably gonna be in good shape.
Okay. All right, you pretty much answered all my questions right there, because I was real hesitant about switching over to E85.
Oh no, it's great. It's the difference when you sit there and you're running on 93 and you think, man, this car feels awesome, and then you throw that freaking E85 in there, it's like, holy crap! Just with a fuel change, it feels that much better.
Right.
Dude, kicking the pants, man. It feels good.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, hey, we locked in. We're gonna do it. So.
Yeah. You know us. We're gonna get you taken care of.
Okay. I would like to, I guess, be down here to see how you do the whole tuning thing, because I'm an amateur to it. I don't know how to swap from 93 to E85. I'm pretty sure it's simple, but.
So, simple. We can show you all that.
Okay.
Big deal.
All right.
So, later, brother.
Appreciate you, man.
Have a good one, man.
You too.
Be safe.
As y'all can see, man, we just dropped off the Go Fast parts. It's official. We finna go fast, man. Go fast. We locked in. Got the Audi 1300s. We finna go fast, man. I decided I'm just gonna wait on the axle backs. I can install those at a later time. I don't want to be too loud, due to my current living situation. I want to wait till I can get to more of a little low key spot. My neighbors will be pissed off if I add those Ford Performance on there. But yeah, man, yes, you guys can see, man, Kobe, he's real cool. He's the son of Mr. Emerson. Mr. Emerson has the 14 GT500 that I was showing you all on the wall. Kobe has the 302 Boss. And as you can see, man, they know their stuff, man. Hopefully, when I come pick the Shelby up, I can introduce you all to Mr. Emerson. He's a real cool fella as well. But yeah, man, it's locked in. It's locked in. I'm pretty sure they'll keep me up to date, you know, with the status of the car. I'm excited. My last time driving it was about a month ago. The end of February, we dropped her off. And no looking back, man. No looking back. When I pick her back up, it's going to be a totally different beast. And they're going to make sure that before I leave with the car, that I have all my questions answered and I understand what type of beast that I'm operating. With the E85, with the tuning, all that good stuff. I'll just be texting them back and forth about the different engages that I have in there. And so, yeah, man, we're just gonna go from there, man. We'll go from there. But yeah, neat stuff though. We got the twin turbo 5.0 over there in the 4-digit territory, so I ain't messing with that. We looking at about, like I said, about 780, 775 in the Shelby. Nice little street toy, street performer. Until we get the motor built, and then maybe we'll go for that 1,000 horsepower. Since I decided I'm keeping the car, eventually I would like to get the motor built, but before I get the motor built, I would like to pick up another daily, a lot funner than this, whether it's a Vet or a 5.0 or who knows what the future holds. But yeah, guys, so we're gonna wrap this video up here. I'm getting ready to head back to the house. I got straight off of work and headed out here to drop these parts off. I'm tired, worked at 12. Gonna call it a day, man. Appreciate you all for tuning in and sticking through to the very end of the video. It means a lot. I need that watch time. You all help me go ahead and get monetized, man. Much more great content coming you all way. We're gonna get this thing turned up, get some more dyno sessions in. Let's see what she puts down. And hopefully we go to Mexico and get some good runs in. But until then, I'll catch you all in the next one. Y'all take it easy. Peace.